guys, and welcome back to my channel. Long time no see for a main video type thing. Lately I've just been posting vlogs, but I am back. If you haven't been watching my latest vlogs, or if you have been watching my latest vlogs, you would notice that I am actually starting pharmacy school now. I've been in pharmacy school for about 4 weeks now, so I felt like I should do kind of like a recap over like the weeks and like what I kind of experienced through my first 4 weeks of being a P1. So the first week, well, kind of like the pre-week before the first week, we had orientation, which was pretty cool. Like, we came in, they gave us all of our stuff, like our laptops, our personal information, like our email and our ID numbers, things like that. We had, I think, one practice test that was for their math, and what else did we do? We also did a CPR training, so we got trained and certified within the first week. And it had a lot of information. It was basically PowerPoints on PowerPoints on PowerPoints from every different division of the school, whether it be financial aid or code of conduct, things like that. So basically that week was just basically more informative. And if you add that with all the other weeks, then I guess it would have been 5 weeks, but I'm not really counting that week. I just kind of wanted to let y'all know what we went through in orientation. We also got our ID card made. We didn't actually get the ID card, but we got our picture taken and things like that, which, let me tell you, mine looks pretty bad. But who cares? And the next week, we actually started classes. So let's see if I can remember the rundown of how my classes go. Okay, so Monday, we started with pharmaceutics. And then from pharmaceutics, we went to self-care. And after self-care, we went to biochemistry. And then after biochemistry, we have lunch. And then we come back and we have, I don't know, I don't remember. Oh! Okay, so yeah, after lunch, we have basically like a recitation class, and because following Monday, we have Tuesday and Wednesday, and those are our lab days, just depending on which group you're in. So you have the recitation on Monday before your lab, kind of going over the things that you're going to go over in lab. And any quizzes that you'll take will be on that Monday in the recitation class. So it'll either be an abbreviation quiz, always a math quiz, or either a drug quiz. So that was Monday. But we didn't have any quizzes that Monday, except for in biochemistry. You have a quiz every single day in biochemistry. So then going to Tuesday, let's go look at Tuesday. Oh, we had our clinical case class. That's every single Tuesday, and that's it. It's not another day during the week. And basically in that class, you're in your TBL groups, but it's like a group of people from your class, but it's randomized, so you don't get to choose the group or anything like that. It's kind of based on alphabetical, but it's like random. So we get in those groups every Tuesday morning, and we just do basically different studies and different cases and go through scenarios on how we would approach things like that. So for that class, we actually do have quizzes in that one. You have a reading assignment before you read it, and then once you go into that Tuesday morning class, you'll have your quiz first and then go through different things. After that class, we have physiology. And this class is actually like my favorite class, physiology, because I don't know. It's stuff that I get, so I guess I like it a lot. But you also have a quiz every day in that class. Well, not every day, but every time you have that class. And so those quizzes are first thing. The biochemistry quizzes are after the lesson. But they're not too bad. It's like 3 or 4 questions and basically over what you're about to learn. So you have to kind of go over everything before you go into class. And after that, we have lab. Well, I have lab because it just depends on your group, and I have my group on that day. The way mine is set up, I'm lab B. So I have lunch, and then I have basically like a 2-hour period after lunch. So I basically have 3 hours before I have to go into my lab class. And then my lab class is also 2 hours, so that means I'm not getting out of school till about 5 that day. So then Wednesdays, I don't have lab, so these are my shorter days, so I kind of schedule things like I have to go to the doctor, I have to go to the eye doctor, things like that. I schedule them on this day because it's a short day. So on Wednesdays, we have pharmaceutics again. And then after that, we have self-care again. It's basically like your Monday, except for the recitation part. So pharmaceutics, self-care, and then biochemistry. And then that's you're done. Basically when lunch comes, you can just leave. So when you get out around 12 that day, so 8 to 12. And then Thursdays, we have, okay, so Thursday we have pharmaceutics again. And then we have a 3-hour class, and it's called Pharmacy Practice, and it just goes through everything. I mean, so far we learned is the job descriptions of different healthcare providers and things like that. And we went over ambulatory care or ambulatory pharmacy and things like that. But that's something that I never heard of, so pretty interesting. But that class is 3 hours long, so you know. After that we have lunch, and so then when you come back from lunch, then you have physiology. And then Fridays are also another short day. Basically, it's not really a class, but right now we have class because we are getting certified to give shots, basically. Yeah, shots. And so we come every Friday around 8 to 12 and do different modules and different quizzes and hands-on activities so that we can get certified in that. And later on we'll have an OSCE over it and we'll have, I think, 2 tests over it. And you have to get an 80 or above just to get certified. And then after that, basically Fridays are free for you to do your IPPE rotation. So basically your IPPEs are, what we have to do is we have to do 4 hours of shadowing of a pharmacist. And they assign you a pharmacist to do. So I got my assignment like a couple days ago. And you can also use Fridays to do your service learning hours. Yeah, so they kind of want you to go out and interact with people and help with your people skills, things like that. And you have to have 20 hours of that on your first semester. So that's kind of what Fridays are for. Or you can use them as just studying days and things like that. So since I've already done about 4 weeks, I actually am about to start my block exams. So block exams are basically having every single class test on the same day. So basically we'll start ours on Friday and we'll have 2 classes of, 2 tests. And then on Monday we'll have the rest of the tests. So it's kind of different from high school and, you know, other undergrad, because you had a test on different days for different classes. So this means that you have to study for every single class at the same time. So what I've been trying to do is kind of study as I go so that it's not like a whole bunch of information that I have to try to retain and remember for the test coming up. We just had a review session last night and we have a review session tonight, and so there's a lot of things that they're doing to help you with the test. So my overall view of things and how I like things, I actually truly am in love with this like concept of everything, because I guess it's just because I'm going to school for something that I love and that I want to do for the rest of my life. So it's not like a burden to me. It doesn't feel like, oh, well, I have to go to school. The only hard thing is waking up in the morning. It's hard to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get to school at 8 o'clock in the morning, especially because I'm in a different city from where my school is. Not like it's far, but it's like 15-20 minutes depending on traffic. So I have to wake up earlier, and I don't like waking up early. And also, I guess another hard thing would be having all the tests on the same day, but I feel like that's something that I'll get used to, because I'm gonna have to get used to that for like the next 3 years. So that's just something you have to kind of adapt to. Also, some other changes that had to happen in my life were, so I was vegan and then vegetarian, but starting pharmacy school, I didn't have that much time to actually make me and Anthony 2 different meals at night, especially like yesterday for my study session. I didn't come home till 8 o'clock, so I don't have time to make 2 separate meals for both of us. And it's just easier just to make 1 meal. That doesn't mean that in the future I don't want to probably go back, because it wasn't hard for me actually to not eat meat or anything like that. But, you know, like they say, veganism is a lifestyle change, and right now it's not fitting inside my lifestyle. So we're going to kind of put the brakes on that and probably get back into it maybe like my 3rd year or 4th year into pharmacy school, because we'll probably have a little more time. So yeah, that's basically like the update of everything. Also, people who are asking if math is a big thing. Like I said, we do have a math calculation quiz, but I feel like if you're not really good at math, it's a lot of stuff that you can kind of catch on with. Like they teach it to you, so it's not like you're just thrown with all these math problems and things like that. There are a lot of formulas that you may have to remember, but that to me that's more of a memory thing, not really like I'm not good at math thing. So I don't really think you need to just be a math genius going into pharmacy school. I feel like you'll pick up on it. It's not going to be anything too difficult. But yeah, so that's kind of my update. That's how I've been. Not really stressed at all. I thought I'd be more stressed than this, but not really stressed. I don't stress before the first test because I feel like it's your first test. You don't know how the layout's going to be. You don't know how the teacher's going to put things on the quiz, or I mean not the quiz, the test and things like that. Also, another thing that I need to mention is like you don't just have like one teacher per subject. We have like, I think for pharmaceutics we have like 5 different teachers. So there's like a whole bunch of different teaching styles, and you know, you don't know how that's all going to play out on the test. So my biggest advice for people is don't stress for the first test, don't stress for the first quiz, anything like that, because you have to see how things are laid out, how things are being presented to you, and how your studying will work around being more prepared. So that's a little study tip. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a big thumbs up if it was helpful for you. But see you guys next time. Bye!